Howdy everyone, my name is Griffin Furlong. I'm a professional engineer in the state of Florida, and I'm going to share one big piece of advice for all engineering students and young professionals. So I'm just going to get right to it. The number one thing that I can say to students and young professionals is I know we all want to chase the big number being salary. Everyone wants six figures. They want to make $100,000 right out of college. They want to move up in the ladder and end up making 200, 300K and just retire at 30. I mean, that's everyone's dream, right? Everyone wants to make the big bucks. Everyone wants to feel valued. Now, I'm just here to offer the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is the value lies in all of the knowledge that you're going to gain from your job. For instance, you might have three offers out of college. One of them might be $60,000, one might be $70,000, another one might be $75,000. Now, when you're making a decision on the employer, the company that's offering you this package, what I will say is that it's not always about the money. The biggest investment you can ever make in a company is understanding the ladder at which you're growing, the supervisors that you have, the people around you that actually want to see you grow, and the actual work and future work your company has to offer. Now, this is coming from someone who is now 28 years old, and I've been through the whole rodeo of being the dumb intern, dumb EI, which is engineering intern. That's what they're called right when you start out. Typically, if you're an engineer, EI. I've transitioned into the assistant project management role and now the project management role. So not only have I gone through that process, I also know other people who have gone through that process. So I've seen it way too many times where the focus might be too much on salary and moving up quickly. Everyone wants to have the big boy and girl title and the big salary, right? But the reality is that in the first 4 years of your career, you are going to be straight grinding. At that point, you're just gonna have to be a sponge of knowledge. This means opening up a Google Doc, Word document, and learning every single day, every single week. Because when you move up, you realize once you make it to a project manager role, that it's really just all about trust and your director trusting you, the higher ups trusting your ability to actually manage a client, manage multiple projects, and manage people under you. It's all a game of trust, I promise you that. And the only way to build trust is to continue to learn, show effort, grow, and make progress through your journey. Show that you are trusted. Show that you can at least do these simple tasks. You can't be trusted to do these simple tasks or moving, a very small amount of things forward. How are you expected to actually manage an entire project? So ask yourself when you're an intern and when you're fresh, into your career, how am I adding value to myself and to this company? Now, what this looks like is you maybe stay late. I don't recommend staying late, but I recommend finding time to invest in yourself, in the programs that are offered, the softwares like AutoCAD, Revit, Bluebeam. When you're in your early 20s, it's all about investing as much time and energy as you can to learning and growing, because that's how you're going to get to the role of an assistant project manager and project manager. It doesn't just happen overnight. And I think that's the really big misconception maybe with some people, is that they think, they just put in the years and then you automatically get promoted. Well, it actually goes back to the whole trust thing. You have to be trusted that you are able to fit that role. So that's my whole spiel on trust and moving up. It's actually a grind from when you start your career and when you finally make it to a project manager role. And I kind of touched on salary in the beginning, but I want to touch back on that subject. Is once you make it into your second year, third year, fourth year, you're going to get a lot of recruiters, on LinkedIn messaging you, calling you. You might not like some of the things at your current company. Maybe it's your boss, maybe it's the work you're doing, maybe you don't feel fulfilled. But I think one thing that I'll say is that the grass isn't always greener on the other side, and money sometimes won't always solve your problems. I think the most important thing that you need to evaluate when you're making a change, especially a big change from a different company, is again the people that are investing in you, the ladder, that which you're going to grow, mentor who is challenging you but also wanting to see you succeed. If you have multiple projects that you're working on, that is really good experience. You're diving into what you are going to need in order to grow. Now, maybe you end up going to a different company because they offered you $5,000 more or $10,000 more. In the grand scheme of things, that's an extra $300, $400, a month, but ask yourself what you are getting out of that extra $300, $400 a month. Now, you could go to a company and they could blow it out of the park. They might have the best mentorship possible. You're getting a whole bunch of projects, you're getting all the experience, and you just hit a great milestone. You took a really big leap. But what I'm saying is just really understand what you are getting yourself into. Really evaluate all aspects, because the most important thing isn't always money. It's actually the experience that you're getting and how much responsibilities you're able to navigate through and manage. The more variety of problems that you see and the more solutions that you actually get to walk through, the better your growth in this engineering field. And that's the best experience and best value that you can ever get out of the job. And the reason why I made this video is because I get a lot of questions all the time about which engineering field is better, what should my salary be, what should I be asking for? And really, what you need to be asking for is how much value are you going to get out of the company in terms of your growth, your knowledge, the problems that you're going to solve, the work that you're going to do. Those are the most important things at the end of the day, until you can pivot and actually build your portfolio, build your experience, and ask for more money and take on a different type of responsibility, or perhaps see the other side of engineering. Like maybe you become the client or the developer, but you don't get there magically. And I just wanted to make this video to showcase the reality of, the real world, because I think some students don't understand that until they actually get into their career. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. I make a ton of content related to land development. I do some Q&As. I hope to build a community of like-minded engineering students on this channel. So if you found this video helpful, again, hit that subscribe button and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.